Welcome to another Demarcation Media LEGO review. Today we're going to be taking a look at another one of the LEGO City space sets. This is the 2024 space subtheme of City, and this one is the Spaceship and Asteroid Discovery, which is the Junior set, which is a little odd that they just kind of tossed a Junior set into the mix. And typically I'm not one to get the Junior sets. However, this one looked more like a real set to me than most Junior sets do. And this is also the only one of these sets to come with the big chubby alien. So I decided to pick this one up because I found it early. Box looks really good. I love the silver space logo here. This looks like it takes place above whatever strange planet our explorers are kind of mining on and discovering, because we can see just all these rocks and we can see some cracks with the crystals. And like I said in my review of the space construction mech, which if you haven't seen that, I'll put the card up in the corner, LEGO has set up a very interesting story here. The crystals are like the centerpiece and they seem to be powering everything, but also at the same time, every time there's the crystals, it seems to be cracking wherever they are. So I don't know if these crystals came from this planet or if they landed here and are growing and destroying things. I don't know. It's very interesting, very intriguing to me. And the box art looks really good. I like all the purple hues. It contrasts nicely with the rest of the builds and whatnot. Let's go ahead and crack this open. Junior sets tend to be a little bit pricier, which is saying something because LEGO is pricey anyway, but they come with these bigger pieces. So like we get these and then also this, which is like the fuselage for the rocket. Oh, 2 instruction booklets. Interesting. Got everything out. This is a $20 set and it has 126 pieces, which I feel like, good grief, why won't this box shut? There we go. I feel like that's not horrible in terms of pricing, but I guess we'll have to wait to really decide once we get everything built. We have 2 bags of parts, no stickers anywhere to be seen. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this built. There we go. Everything is put together, and as a junior's build, it is fairly simple. And honestly, if you are an experienced builder, this will get a little old because every page shows you having the parts like this instead of just saying what you're adding. So you have way more to look at just to put on a few parts. Like literally every page has this. It gets old. But it is for younger builders who may need the extra help, so I can't really fault them for doing that. And once we are all finished, there's kind of a lot here. So let's go ahead and look at those minifigures first. So here is our pilot, and he is none other than Chase McCain himself. Look at that. For those of you who may not know, Chase McCain was originally like an undercover police officer who has then kind of just appeared all over the place. Like he went to space in the Lego City Undercover video game, and he's been all around, and Lego continues using his face. And I think it's safe to assume that he probably did sign up for this mission, which is kind of funny. We've got the new spacesuit design, very interstellar-esque. This has blue arms to match the blue helmet. And this helmet is interesting because it's not a new piece. We've had it in the space sets before, but I believe it's the first time that we've seen it molded, first of all, in this color, but then also with white down at the bottom instead of black. Typically, it's black right there. We can see the back. We've got a little, I don't know if that's supposed to be air tanks or what. But yeah, I really like this. This also gives me very strong Galaxy Squad vibes since there was the blue team in Galaxy Squad. He's got the big visor so he can see all around and his view is not inhibited at all. I'm still a little unsure on the green astronaut's role exactly, but they appear to be the researchers and maybe even the techs. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is one of the green ones, and she's got just a generic Lego City female face. I don't know where all it's been used exactly, but it's been around for a while. And then we have the same spacesuit, but this time she's got green arms, so that the roles can be clear. And then also this helmet was originally from Aaron from Nexonites, and this one actually allows the visor to open and close, whereas this one does not. And I don't believe that this big visor could even fit on this particular helmet. It's nice to see this helmet come back, though. I will say that it's a really cool helmet, and it works out really well. Not a new color for it, though, because we had that in green quite a bit. But yeah, another really good looking figure. I really like the designs of these new astronauts a lot. And now we have our first contact with the alien life on this planet. And this is the big one. So there are some smaller ones that come in the other sets, but this is the big kind of chubby looking one. And it looks fairly friendly. He's got a nice little smile. He's got 3 little eyeballs, and he's got like these little, I don't know if it's fins or feet or what, but I think they float based on the other box's art. And this is kind of cool. I don't know. I like that this theme doesn't really have a conflict. Like the aliens seem to be there, but they're not really something to be fought. They're something to be studied. I don't know. It's just kind of cool to me. I like that. I like that it's not the space battle. This is all about the research and the exploration. And this is a really simple build. It's literally 2 pieces. Can I even get it back apart? Ugh. Yeah, it's literally just 2 pieces. But I think it's pretty darn effective. And for younger kids, this won't be popping apart or, a hazard for them where the smaller aliens might be. But yeah, I like this. This is funny. Very, very interesting. The first of our builds is this crane here. It has a full 360 spin here all the way around, and then of course you can move it up and down. The boulders have these hook loop things on it, and I'm assuming the astronauts bolted that on there so they could move it. I'm also assuming that this planet has gravity similar to Earth if they can't just make these float around. There is a printed console right there, which is kind of cool. That's I think it's a new one. I've never seen this print before. And we also get some of this bright like orange color that I'm pretty sure is new as well, unless I just missed Lego releasing it. No, not this one. This one has 3 of those new crystals inside, and I really love these pieces. These are super cool. They're kind of pearlescent, semi-translucent purple. Very mysterious, very interesting. You can have all three in there. Close it up and crack it open. The little research base actually has the tools for cracking the rocks open. You get a little jackhammer, and then also to find which boulder has the crystals, there's this little metal detector that I'm assuming is not a metal detector. It's a detector for whatever energy these crystals give off. And then there's a printed piece. Actually, there's a second one of those consoles there. We have a printed battery unit here, and then there's this screen here that's also printed, and it shows, I guess, the process of taking the energy from the crystals and putting it into batteries. We got some comms running down there and some other stuff. It looks really nice. It's a nice selection of pieces, even if it's a very simplistic little build. I think you could incorporate these into mocks really, really easily, and it would add a lot. And the last build is this spaceship, which for a juniors build is not half bad. It's rather chubby and compact, and it looks pretty good. The only complaint that I have is the fact that this big piece, they didn't use that as the front, and instead they added another front, and then you kind of have this weird gap right there. I think that looks a little bit odd from the side. The canopy is just really interesting, like cloudy blue-gray almost. Everything is printed on here. There's no stickers in this set at all. I feel like these would pop off easily, especially if it were a kid messing with them, since it's only attached by one clip. But I don't know, maybe not. We have another battery unit back here that can be easily unplugged for when you need to replenish. And then, actually, let me leave that off. You can also pop this off, and there's a storage crate that I guess could be removed, and we have that orange version of the space logo on there. Again, everything is powered by these batteries that are made using the crystals, so it's very interesting. We've got some orange in the thruster there. The back looks a little unfinished, but again, this is a junior set, so there's only so much criticism I can give the build. And then we can pop our pilot in there. That printed piece right there is super cool. It's got like all of his instruments and whatnot. Close it up. It doesn't like to sit all the way closed for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's a pretty nice little ship, and it's honestly very swooshable. Like I could fly this around the room for a little bit. You know, that I think that would be pretty fun. It's not as sleek as some of the other ships from this line, but it's not bad. I'm actually more impressed with it than I was expecting to be with how simple juniors builds are. Well, there you have it. That is the Spaceship and Asteroid Discovery set. Like I said, I'm really not one for buying junior sets, but I'm actually kind of like this one. The crane feels me, but the ship is pretty fun. Like I said, it's a swooshable little ship. The printed pieces are all fantastic. Getting all of the crystals, because there's 5 of these new purple crystals in this set total, which is awesome. Getting the little chubby alien is really cool, and this little research station has a lot of really useful parts. So I feel like for the price, and this is, like I said, this is $20 set. For the price, you get a good bang for your buck. You know, you get the 2 figures, you get the alien, you get the 3 builds. It doesn't feel like I overpaid. Yes, it probably should be a little cheaper if we're talking price per part, but there's also those very large pieces, which kind of changes that up a bit. So if you're liking the space line, if this interests you, I would highly recommend you pick this one up as well, because it does feel like it fits nicely with the rest of the line. And I don't know, like I said, it's not bad. For a junior set, it's really not half bad. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.